Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. Now, yesterday we had started a new chapter that is health and hygiene, where you had learned about what is food, its different components, and then and also the different components like carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, vitamins. From where do you get all these substances? And then the concept of balanced diet, and also you had learned why taking food is so much important, because ultimately food gives the fitness. So today we will learn about the disease. Okay, so let's proceed. So the what is disease? When you are sick and you do not feel like eating, playing outside, or you feel tired and restless, this is known as the disease. So disease is the unwell condition when you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like performing any function. This is known as the disease. Now, these why the diseases are caused. You can ask me the question. It is the simplest question, that why these diseases are caused. Number one, it is due to lack of proper diet. Like if you don't eat properly, because every body, when I was discussing about the balanced diet, I had already told that balanced diet is always variable in the sense, if you are not, I mean of it depends upon the age as well as the occupation. So according to the age and the occupation, the diet is fixed and you've got to eat according to that diet. Okay, and so if that particular diet which is suitable at that age and occupation is not obtained, then due to the lacking of proper diet, people suffer from diseases. And also disease can happen due to some other microbes or germs. These are harmful organisms and they can cause different harms. Now, what kind of harm they cause? That is, they cause unwillingness. Now, depending on the basis of the diseases, disease can broadly be classified into two categories. Okay, so what are these two categories? First one is non-communicable disease. Non-communicable disease means the disease which cannot be communicated, that is, which does not spread from one person to the other. And the second one is the communicable diseases. That means those diseases which can be communicated. So details of these two diseases we will learn gradually. So first today we will learn about the non communicable disease. Okay, so non communicable disease means the diseases which can do not spread from one person to the another person. Okay, so these are known as the non communicable disease. So, some of these non communicable diseases are caused due to lack of deficiency of a particular nutrient in our body. So, in that way, we can say this is the deficiency disease. So, in this context, we will discuss some of the deficiency diseases. So, first one is the night blindness. What is night blindness? It is due to the lacking of vitamin A, that is due to the so in the food. So this makes the person unable to see in the dim light. Okay, so they cannot see in the dim light. Reason is obviously uh, many physiological disease reasons, which you will learn later part. But as of now, for your convenience, just keep it in mind. It is, if the diet is not rich in vitamin A, people suffer from night blindness. And also, then some of the important sources of vitamin A are vegetable, carrots, then mango, then papaya, etc. Okay. Next one is scurvy. So, what is scurvy? It is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. So, all the citrus fruit like orange, lemon, etc., these are all important source of vitamin C. What is the symptom of the scurvy? In the picture also you can see the gum bleeding. That means there is a person who is suffering from scurvy, is having bleeding gums and swelling of jaws. Okay. Next one is the rickets. So rickets is caused due to the lack of vitamin D along with the minerals like calcium, phosphorus in the diet. Okay. So milk, in the last class also you had in when you had learned a little bit about these diseases. Now milk and its product like the curd, the cheese, cream, butter, all are important source of calcium and phosphorus. And in this context, I must tell you one thing, that is sunlight is also a very important source of vitamin D. It is synthesized by sunlight through our skin. So definitely you must have seen the small babies, small children are being kept into the sunlight after oil massage. This is basically in order to synthesize calcium, vitamin D in the body, because vitamin D is responsible for strengthening of the bone as well as the gums. Okay. Next is the goiter. Goiter causes due to the lack of the mineral iodine in the diet. Okay. So this is caused by the swelling of the thyroid gland found in the neck region. So it can be cured by taking iron rich food in the diet. A very common example you can see in the advertisement, that iodized salt, Tata Namak, iodized salt, they advertise. So, whatever company, whichever company is there, the salt has to be iodized. Salt has to be mixed. Salt means it's a mineral, it's a sodium chloride. So, it has to be mixed with the iodine, because iodine is responsible uh, for for the uh, I mean, in the absence of iodine, people suffer from goiter. So, the iodine rich food has to be taken along with the salt. Different seafoods are there also, which are important for iodine. Next one is the anemia. This is a very common disease. Anemia is caused due to lack of mineral iron in the diet. So it leads to the low hemoglobin level in the body and reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. It can be also cured by iron rich food. What are the iron rich food? And say apple, spinach, guava, banana, this jaggery, these are also taken as iron containing food, and that can prevent us from having anemia. So you can see in the picture, overeating and lack of regular exercises can cause these diseases. So two reasons. One is overeating. Overeating means you are eating excessive. What is required? What is required means, in depending on the age as well as the occupation, our body demands certain nutrients. Certain requirement is there for our body. Now, if we intake much of a food more than body requires, we suffer from certain lifestyle diseases like obesity, like diabetes, and some of the heart diseases. Okay. So if these are basically lifestyle diseases, if you have the diet in a proper amount, definitely we can try to get rid of those diseases. And another disease is very important, non-communicable disease, is allergy. Suppose your brother is having dust allergy. He is sitting beside you throughout the day and constantly sneezing, but you are not. That means this disease is not communicated from your brother to you, because this is non communicable disease, non transferable disease. So although you are sitting side by side, he may have the disease, you may not. So these allergy due to some drugs also been caused by the allergy, maybe due to over medication, or maybe due to the dust, or maybe due to the pollen. So different people have different allergies, and so the ultimate effect is itching or sneezing or rashes. But in any case, these diseases are non communicable. So I think by this class, you had understood the concept of non communicable disease, as well as the different forms of or different types of non communicable disease. Next class, we will continue with the communicable disease. Till then, all of you, stay safe, take care. Thank you.